Alright, train friends, Joe here again. Well, first and foremost, I want to show you, talk about this movie. The movie's called End of the Line, as you can see. It's about two guys who lose their jobs with the railroad called Southland in Arkansas. They they take the locomotive, and obviously it's right there, and they try they go to Chicago and try to get the jobs back and try to get their company back, their little rail yard, in Clifford, Arkansas. And it's a really cool movie. I think it's made in the 80s. I don't know if you can find it anywhere. All right, that's the front cover. Of course, you have Wilford Brimley, Kevin Bacon, Mary Steenburgen, and Yvonne Helm. So it's a hysterical movie. Really, it's a cool movie. I know a lot of people like those type of movies. Like Runaway and Runaway Train, Runaway, um, Murder on. I'm trying to think of the other movie. There's plenty of movies like that. But this one's cool. Well, today we're going to talk about weathering. Now, I said I was going to do some stuff on weathering, and instead of doing buildings, I've just fooling around, and I've started just working on. I have so many Lionel Fast Track, and I started using pastel work on my Fast Track, a couple pieces, and it came up with really cool results. Okay, now a lot of people use airbrush, regular paint, and pastels. I use pastels. Airbrushes, it's expensive to get. Sometimes some of it's very expensive to get. And you have to be careful with how you use it and all that stuff. So it's very hard. It's not hard. It's not easy. Okay, and I'm sure probably people will yell at me for saying, "Oh no, it's very easy." It probably is, but I don't have one, so I really don't know how to use it. But it looks hard to me. So really, I am going to show you how to use pastels, and that's what I've been using all my buildings and all my buildings and my freight cars and stuff like that. So, well, while I was fooling around, I took a regular. Okay, this is what it looks like normally. We got one. Okay, clean, bright, new, all that stuff. All right, I see so many layers like this. A lot of people don't like the weather stuff. Okay, and especially a track like that, especially toy train layouts, and I don't blame them. Okay, I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Okay, I'm just if people really want to. I know so many nice layouts. Bob Six, his layout is really realistic, and he doesn't weather his track, and I believe it looks really awesome, not weathered at all. Especially when you have ballast and all that stuff, and like bushes and all that stuff. It looks really cool. Um, well, to me, weathering is the greatest aspect of weathering. It makes everything come alive. I mean, of course, you'll have the smoke and the lights and the sounds, but it doesn't tell you a story. It's just here I am. It's there. When you dirty it, okay. When you get a car like this, okay, okay. This is one of my best. I think my best jobs I've done this on any car anyway. And this is a Lionel car. It's still shiny here and there. I gotta take the shine off still. It's probably too late to do it, but it's a Lionel car. It may look like it came somewhere. It looks living. Okay, everything comes alive when you weather. It tells you a story. That car. When it comes out of the box, it doesn't say anything. Oh, once you dirty it, it's telling you where it's from, where it is now, where it's going later on in its life. Okay. Same thing with track, same thing with buildings, people, anything. Okay. That's what's the greatest thing about weathering. And now I'll show you a couple of things on weathering itself. When I use pastels, I use brown and black and sometimes white. And maybe a little orangey, dark orange rust color. So this is one of the tracks that I've done on my layout. Okay, you can see a little close up. Here's what my original looks like. That color. I see. Okay. That's what I use in my layout. Um, so you use what you do is the main thing you do. You use the brown first, and use black, okay. But what I done on here, and I was fooling around, I used black and all that stuff. Now we're going from this to this. Looks really cool, right? Nothing worse than getting hiccups while you're trying to talk. So what I did was, okay, pastels here. I took black and rubbed on the sides, and then I brushed it. Now, when you brush, there's gonna be dust. All right, definitely gonna be dust because it's pastel. It's chalk. Please, if you're allergic to it, or you have asthma or whatever, okay, wear a mask. Or keep it away from me at least 2 or 3 feet. All right, this is counted by my nose right now. Okay, I hold it out to here when I do it, or do like I do, put your shirt over your nose. Okay. All right, so that's what I done, and I took the black on each side, put black in the center, rubbed it in, smoothed it out. That was it. I didn't even use brown at all, because the tracks are already brown. It came out looking like this, looking like a nice freight, you get a nice freight yard effect and stuff like that. Looks really cool, and I'm sure there's some kind of, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's some kind of adhesives you can use to hold it down so it won't dust come up and ruin your cars and engines. And so I have so many tracks left over. This is what track looked like, okay, with the white acrylic paint with the Christmas layout on the building. And there's nothing there. There's nothing there. You see HO track. Next layout update, I'll show you what's going on. Okay, so what I did was, I was fooling around again. I took it, and I got this result. An awesome result. And believe it or not, it looks like concrete ties and everything. It looks like just really dirty concrete ties. Okay, now I thought it looked cool. I'm trying. Now I'm like really just now I was like second guessing to use this track now, so it looks really cool weathered. Okay, and I took a lighter, so I used a lot of black on this, and I used a lot of white to get a little dusty color. All right, but on this one, it's a lot lighter. Okay, as you can see. You can see the paint coming through, so it looks like concrete ties. And now, if you want to do it, you could take acrylic paint, lightly go over each of those ties, and then do the coloring and the weathering. Very time consuming, I know. That's what you want to do. But all I did was just do that BS, just like this, with the paintbrush, lightly. What you could do is too, lightly go over each individual thing like that with the paint. A light brush, not thick, just fan it over. And you get that result, and you use more gray and less black to get that, so it looks more, you see more of the ties than this one. It looks dirty. Excuse me, sorry. It's cold in here, very cold in here, not good. So, I live in Staten Island, New York, as people know. And you can see from all the train pictures from New Jersey Transit and all that stuff. And you can have, and you can have this, okay. You have, the lighter here for the Amtrak, high speed. And the brown and the ties here for maybe local traffic, like New Jersey Transit, local trains, stuff like that. And you can have, the dirty color here for the freight trains, each side of the station. The center is usually the main express track. So it looks really cool. Alright, just give me 1 second. I'm going to put this track together really quickly. I'm going to show you guys what it will look like with this the dirty freight car I have right here. And I'm going to show you a new freight car. Brand spanking new type of car. Okay. There it is. Okay. Look how cool that looks. Looks really realistic. Okay, that's the concrete ties. Well, you can pick that train. Instead of going on this track here, brand new and stuff like that, and you go on this track. Okay, let me take another clean car. There's a nice contrast. Okay. Out of falling over, please. Thank you very much. There you go. All right. So that's basically it for now. Later on, I'll probably do another one with buildings. So if people have Lionel Fast Track layouts, maybe you want to do stuff like this, and I think it looks awesome. I really do. Again, I said it's like a guessing to use that track instead of the one I have here, but I love the track. I love ballasting. I'm a ballasting guy. So and that's really it. So I'll see you guys around, and looking for next more videos.